Good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here. Time some Dr. News from in and around the universe that may or may not scare the living crap out of you. I'm not kidding. Especially when they've put up a hashtag now for pray for Bill and Nardole. Yeah, they did on the Radio Times. I'm not joking. Problem is, I'm not going to go into the article because it's just going to basically going to show you something I'm going to show you in a minute anyway. But the thing is, things have been running rampant. You got people running around like mad on the internet claiming, I already know who the next doctor is. And I'm like, fine, then and Danny, yeah, right. And I also got a bridge in London I'll sell you, okay? It's a matter of fact, I'll sell it to you cheap, I've just been, haven't been able to come visit it, over there for so long. Right next to that thing, that pretty little building I have in India called the Taj Mahal. But it's just gotten to be silly ridiculous out there, where people are claiming this, I know that, and all that, and then sure enough, they won't tell you, say, I have to keep it for the secret of the BBC. And then, like I said, I'm not calling people liars and all that, but it's like, what if you do know this secret, then why are you out there bragging about it? People used to tell me private information all the time, and I would never even mention that I even knew what I knew. And unfortunately, those days, oh God, are long past, because everybody's too afraid now at the BBC because they're really watching everybody's accounts and shit. Okay, now one thing before we go into the stuff really quick. All right, hang on. Now, when I was talking about these yesterday, like I said, there's just to clarify. All right, spoiler. Okay, this part right here I believe to be true. Okay, that's no problem. That's true. All right, we already know that. I really disagree with this one right here. Please do not tell me you're going to piss on Kit Pedler's creation by saying the master created the Cybermen when it was already well established all the way back at the beginning. They came from Mondas. They didn't come from some damn colony ship out in the middle of frickin' space. And come on. Now, here's the thing I could almost possibly believe, about Bill. But please do not tell me that the Mondasian Cybermen originated on a colony ship when we know they came from Mondas. They said they came from Mondas, and that was all the way back in the 10th planet. And a lot of people have been going off on continuity. I go, the problem is, though, if you throw continuity out of the window, how are you going to have established facts about character and the race to fall back on, or even say, okay, for other people to be familiar with, if you're going to constantly change them around? It's ridiculous, like they did with the Zygons. And I still don't forgive them for that. Oh, now they can change willy-nilly and they can become bunnies, horses, and a frickin' Pete's dragon if they want. But, okay, this right here, I can believe about, so basically just about everything. But I think what it was, they mixed some bullshit in with a lot of stuff we know to be true. So just to, like this right here is true. I can believe that. This has been kind of overdone right here with the you could see him crying under the mask and stuff like that. That's been done forever in New Who. We do know this. That's true. All right. So like I said, that part's true. Now this I'd like to believe is true because this opens it up to the fact that, yeah, Missy can turn good if she's an incarnation that's way off in the future, which technically that means she did follow Sim, you see. So Moffat lies, but in a clever way. So, all right, we already know that to be true because we've seen him running around on set. And this, is just basically based off everything we already know. So it's not like a lot of this is actually spoilers other than number one right here. This is that because that was eliminated from the episode. So I just wanted to go over that again for clarity, okay? Sorry if I spoiled any of you a little bit. Or if you are actually reading your screen right now, you're a dirty little birdie and you should have kept your face turned away. So, it's all on you. Yeah. Okay, so let's get back to here. Okay, let's get to the stuff you want to see because, it's just the reason why I go over the 4chan stuff is because there has been legitimate data that's gotten released on 4chan before. And then when I compare it to stuff I do already know and it turns out to be true, I want to make sure you, the public, the guys who are, the fans, are informed of what's bullshit and what isn't. Because people will run around blowing stuff out of proportion, claiming the fish did it or something like that, or It's just, you know, weird stuff people make up that goes on, and then they start spouting it as fact. So you got to watch out for that. All right, let's go for what we were late. Okay, World Enough Time, blah, blah, blah. We already seen the preview. The hello, I'm Dr. Who, and if you haven't, it's right here. But here's more. Here's the main broadcast details. You know, where you are in the world, blah, blah, that is listed right here so far. You can go to the full listings right here. But this gives you a general idea. So if you want to know where it is, where it's airing, and what part of the world you're in, bam, it's right there. Okay. And darn it, if I didn't move that box too far down. There, right, moving on. All right. Okay. Let's go back to clips. Duh. Okay, this is the BBC One clips page. If you want to watch these tonight and be a little bit, you know, get a little bit of insight, like that one's really funny, the horse box thing. Time is Against Them, World Enough in Time, the trailer. And, of course, Give Us a Kiss. That's Moffat's intro to the episode, and it ain't sounding like a happy time. 10 teasers for World Enough in Time. Okay, these, they try to jump around a little bit, but at the same time, they're trying to drop some stuff clever on you. Like I said, it gets a little wordy here and there. So, but here's one that's obvious. Yeah, like I said, stick your fingers in here. The doctor had a man crush on the master. There's a rather obvious hole in Bill's story. Most laugh out funny line is his response to "Are you human?" Five worst words. I can't promise you that. Assumption, deduction, hope, faith, idiot, and always. Some idiots have begged for it, and Moffat finally delivers a female dot. Well, we already know what that is if you've seen the trailer I just mentioned with Missy. I'm not surprised by what I'm forgetting to discuss. I'm shocked by what I'm still allowed to tease. For example, we discover the doctor's real name. Come on, are we going to dredge that shit up again? Really? How many times has that been used as a ploy? And please don't tell me they're actually going to do it. Why? Is Moffat going to take a dump on the continuity as he goes out the door? I really hope not. Like I said, that's why I'm hoping this whole master created the Cyberman crap isn't true. Because that would just take it all out. It was just like, all right, so as the British would say, kids plug your ears, taking the piss on it. Really? Okay, this one right here tries not to be spoiler-free. Let me say that. Tries to be spoiler-free. It really does. That's why I'm really not going into it, because while they're trying to be, they do give away a lot of key plot detail, like such as events that happen in the story and whatnot. But at the same time, they leave it kind of vague. But if you really read this, you're going to really go, oh, my God. Okay, so while it's not outright telling you what's going on, it leads you right down the path, so to speak. You know, so they try to be spoiler-free. They're really on the edge of it in the cult box thing. So, like I said, let the buyer beware on that one, all right? Okay, over here on Blogger, meet the cast and crew of World Enough in Time. And like I said, there's some stuff right here. I don't know why they threw that clip in there, really. Okay, they're talking about Rachel Talalay. That's right. So if you want to go through, you know, get to know some of the names and faces that are behind this episode, blah, 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 then here you go. Nice little article over on Blogger. I always dress for the occasion. And this is the Master's look down the decade. And, of course, that's Roger Delgado, who, by the way, died in 1973. And I don't know how many people tried to shove that down my throat when I did the one video where they had a guy that I said looked like Roger Delgado in the picture. And for some dumb reason, everybody thought I was stupid enough to assume it was Roger Delgado. And I know perfectly well he died back in 73, unfortunately, in a car accident. Sorry, I'm not going to go into that again. That's the reason why I took that video and made it unlisted, because I got sick of all the stupid Roger Delgado died in 73 comments. Like, I wouldn't know that. Like, I didn't research that. You know, like, I haven't known that for like 20-something odd years. It's just weird. That's the windows of YouTube, baby. Okay. All right. So, nice, cute little article here running down some of the looks, you know, of different actors, including Jonathan Pryce, who played him in The Curse of the Fatal Death, which was a spoof done way back in the day. And there's Alex McQueen, of course, from Big Finish, Mark Gatiss. Let's see. Of course, we all know who that is, John Sim, and, of course, Michelle Gomez. So they didn't include Gordon Tipple, though. He got to play the Master for all of like 30 seconds at the beginning of the 96 movie. They included the frickin' snake. All right. Series 10, World Enough Time, Advanced Review. This one stays on the safe side pretty much. So, like I said, this one is actually pretty much spoiler free. So they go into what was cut and whatnot. Like I said, I've read that one briefly, and from what I've seen, I didn't really see anything majorly spoilery in it. Okay, so that one's a lot safer to read than the Cult Box one. All right, Lethbridge-Stewart, The Dreamers for Matt Kenny Jar Books have announced the next in their range of Lethbridge-Stewart novels. Matter of fact, blah, blah, blah. And all right, okay, this novel's available for pre-order now. You can go find out more on the Candy Jar website. Here's some stuff here if you want to read about it, if you're a big fan of the Lethbridge-Stewart series. And why did my system just blank out? Oh, sorry. That was weird. My screen went blank. You bastard. Oh, my kidding. My computer just went, I've had enough of you. It went Skynet on me. I'm not kidding. All right. So there you go. Blah, blah, blah. Like I said, sorry. Dreamer's Lament. Sorry, I freaked out there, but yeah, my screen went black on me. I was like, no, you better not be crashing in the middle of a video recording. I'll sick Sarah Connor on you, you sucker. Oh, man. So, folks, here we are. About, as of this recording, 35 subscribers, I think, from 3,000. When I started recording, it was at 2,965. I want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed, who've jumped on board the Freedom Train for that ride through the dark night of Doctor Who. Is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Yes, unfortunately. This time it's Capaldi regenerating in Christmas and her possibly regenerating at the end of this series. You didn't hear me say that, though. But once again, keep your eyes out. One of the things I keep telling people, and they equate it to a biblical phrase, but I kind of coined it because it really goes into Doctor Who community. Beware of false prophets. You're going to have people out there going, I knew all along who the next Doctor was. I can tell you for a fact, I do not know. Not this time around, I'm completely clueless because I was hoping for Chris Marshall, really. I'm still hoping for Chris Marshall. A lot of people are saying, well, Tom Rosenthal is basically lying, as of that article yesterday. I go, here's the thing. When an actor is trying to keep a secret, they'll be vague and all that, because blah, blah, blah. Tom Rosenthal just blatantly said, no, I've not heard a damn thing. So that's why I don't think he's legitimately was in the list. I just think he's another name that popped up out of the rumor mill. Well, folks, so until tomorrow, take care. Woo. Have a good one. And we'll see you on the Omega Files this weekend. So. Oh yeah, Death Moon 11. I've started trying to get mixing on that tonight. So I'm doing the narration scenes, and I gotta go through and get everybody's parts and put them in, and then I gotta make a soundscape for one thing. So it's gonna be a hopefully next week. Okay, so until then, everybody take care. Ta-ta. Have a good one. See you on the flip side. Ooh.